Hey, welcome back to the final part of Ancient Artifact. I didn't quite end the level last time, so let's do that now. So there's a jump switch there. That's the reason I left this opening scene of lava sliding, so it can be part of this video, so we can see that. It's not obvious at all. I, for one, certainly missed it when I first played. But we've entered the Beyond. So yeah, this level is very different, quite mysterious. So let me equip my pistols. We will have some little, I don't know, spirits, some tiny spirits. So they're just like bats, really. Yeah, they're pretty harmless. So this is pretty cool. We can see Death just, you know, chilling in his boat, doing some fishing. I guess that's what he does on the weekends. Okay, and now the first thing we're going to do, we've got a few openings. You see the grates on the walls. There's 3 altogether, but we're only opening one of them. That's the one to my left here. This is actually the middle gate, but that's the only one we're opening. So that's why we got to go back up to that jump switch. Also, let me point out there's this room, but we will not need that until close to the end of the level. So ignore that for now, but don't forget about it. So we've got some intricate jumps, we've got some slopey sections. So it's not all that easy to see where you can jump to. Oopa. Oh, Lara. Oh, Lara. There we go, straight over here and slide down to here. So if you're unsure, you're probably better off just walking across that section. Okay. So in we come. And we can see there is a pedestal with some torches on, so that's a sign we've got some torch shenanigans going on, but not just yet. Firstly, we need to hop down into the water. And this seems like a maze, but once you get to the very end, you'll see pretty soon it's a dead end, so turn left and exit. So we do have some triggers for bats. Let's just go ahead and kill them. Spirit bats. I'll probably just call them bats by default. Okay, so in here we have 3 challenges to do. You see these smoking pots? We need to set each one on fire, not with a torch, but just by pulling a lever at the end of the challenge. So before I do that, we can climb on up just for a medpack. That's all that's up here. Okay, and it's on the opposite side of the ladder. Cool beans. Okay, so now just pick any room. It doesn't matter which order you do these in. Let's just go ahead and do this one. And that's our main lever, but we have to get there. So you see kind of just behind the lever, there is a gap that we can use to shimmy. So you can just drop down here and shimmy along. So just keep going as far as you can. So this room is a little complex. This whole challenge room, actually, this section, is a little more complex than the others. So below me there's another gap I can grab, and we can see a jump switch, but we could also see spikes down below. Do not panic. You can grab the jump switch and the spikes will retract. Okay, so now let's make our way around. and we can see a gate. Let's hop on over to the other side. We've got a Medpack just here as well. Okay, more spirit bats, and we've actually released some hellhounds as well. Okay, so the hellhounds can't actually get you from here, they're all the way over there. And yeah, they're very sneaky. They do hide behind the column here. They're not dumb, okay. So the reason they can't actually get to you here is there's bars this side and behind me as well, so this section is closed off. So next what I'm going to do, we have a timed run to that gate over there, so that's what this lever is for. So this is quite intricate, it can take you a moment to figure out the jumping pattern, and I often never remember it. So pull it. Roll, 2 steps, jump, okay, good. Just like that, very nice. So equipping something else, either the shotgun or the revolver. I have plenty of shotgun ammo, so let's go with this. Up the slope we'll have more hellhounds, and mind the spike trap that's ahead of me. Okay, easy peasy, but if you're struggling and want to use your pistols, they actually don't come to this second tile on the slope. You're safe from there. So you do want to just jump over that trap, and then we can see we can head on up. There's actually not much to do in this room for now, but I'll show you what we've got. We do have a couple of pickups, so that's one reason for coming in. Our main objective for now, you see the jump switch? We need to deactivate those spikes below it, because unlike the previous one, these ones won't retract. So if you pull the jump switch now, you'll just die. So our goal is to get rid of the spikes. Also mind this flame that will set you on fire. We can head up to here, and there's a lever. So what did that do? Well, that opened another gate. I'll head there just in a moment. We do have some Uzi Clips. Okay, moving on. So the gate is actually straight across here. So I didn't actually turn around to show you it, but the gate was right here. And now we can enter this section. So we're working on removing those spikes. So more hellhounds, more bats. How many hellhounds? Just one? Oh, no, 2. Oh my. I didn't see him. I almost thought maybe it was just the one. Maybe I was mistaken. But no, it's 2. Oh, mind that. Oh, it's going well. Okie dokie. Right, after them shenanigans, we're heading on up. So the main lever we want is at the very top of this room. So on our way up, we can collect a secret. There is a jump switch that will open up access to the jump switch. It's behind a gate for now. But also pulling the jump switch will activate some flame traps as well, so there's no avoiding that. So if you do not get the secret before pulling the jump switch, you've missed the secret. It's, you know, shrouded in flames. So there's a second lever as well in the room that we will need to pull in order to help us on our way up. So this is our starting point. We see the gaps, the cracks in the ledge. So the tiles with the lines on, these will become flame emitters once we pull the switch. So that's actually the jump switch over there. You see the spike trap above it. You don't need to grab and pull up to the spike trap. Just grab the edge and let go to the jump switch. So that's that. But first, I'm going to be getting the secret. So mostly this room, it's pretty obvious to see where to go. There's sometimes you do wonder if you're taking the correct path, but mostly it's pretty straightforward. Okay, in the gap are our secret items, and you see this thing on the wall in front of me. There's various ones of them, you've probably already seen them. Those are flame emitters as well, so the flame will be covering the items if we pull the jump switch already. So that's our last secret of the game. Right, next, what am I working on? I forget what order I do this in, because there's the two levers. I guess it doesn't matter which one I pull. No, let's go to this one, because then I can just come back to here and it'll be simple. I'm actually losing my mind right now. Okay, no, this is fine. Back to here. And you can jump to the corner of that tile there, but jumping to here, just hold the edge, don't climb up. This way is a little simpler. Yeah, often I have the plan in mind, but I tend to wonder maybe doing it a different way is slightly better, just on the spur of the moment, so I do have to think, but whatever, let's just get on with it. So you can just see there is a gap in the ledge above Laura's head there. That comes over to here. We can grab this and shimmy to this platform. Okay, and here is jump switch number 1. So jump on over. And what this has done has lowered a column section to make it easier to grab, so we can climb up later. Right, next I'm going to go over to that jump switch. Okay, it's easier than I'm making it out. I'm just trying to minimize my jumps here and there. I'm just forgetting how to do that. Okay, do not climb up. Grab the jump switch. So we can see the lever at the top of the room. But here we go. Here are the flame traps. Okay, so I was mistaken as well. It's not that lever you saw that deactivates the spikes. That just opens up another section in this room. And then we can deactivate the spikes. But right now, I do recommend a save, because we do have a world of hate to go through. This first jump is actually pretty tricky. Just look out for the light. But as I've mentioned before, there is a tiny little flame once the light has gone out as well. So give it an extra second. There, you see, you didn't see the flame, but I'm on fire regardless. Okay, one way is to flip in the air and then you can just easily roll out of the way as fast as you can. next over to here, we've done these few jumps already on the way to the secret. This next flame is easily avoidable. We can just jump to the tile next to it. And you just saw above me when I jumped, this is where I pulled that jump switch. It lowers a column I mentioned high up in the room, so we're able to jump to that once we get there. It's not too high. Okay, this can seem tricky. We have a steam jet this time behind us. Just let go and grab and come to the corner. We're pretty much safer in the corner. Okay, again to here. And still, you can jump to that diagonal tile. It does now have a flame on it, but for some reason it's much trickier with the flame, especially for me. You might be able to do it, but because it's just a little too far, you might just clip the corner. And if you do that, for some reason it sets me on fire. So that's why I've chosen to do it this way. So this can be tricky to time. A half tile jump might be better because you have more chance of just grabbing the edge instead of landing right onto the platform here. And now we're coming this way. This is the column that I lowered. We can now grab this. It was as high as the one next to it. Okay, over the railing. But be careful of this trap. Okay, just grabbing the air for these two, just to be on the safe side for this second one mostly, just to be on the safe side. Okay, and over the railing again, and I'm just going to the next railing just for a med pack. Okay, and back again, and up to the lever. So as usual, we do not know what that has done, but that's opened up a gate that's down below in this room, so let's just head straight back. So grabbing the air again, mostly to be on the safe side, especially for that last one. This one you do have to grab, I would say. It looks like a definite grab. Over the railing, mind the spike trap. Yeah, this room I save a lot in. No, okay, that's why. Okay, do that one with a jump. You have to jump. Right, and then take one step back. So you can hop on to here. And now a shortcut down to save so much jumping. We can drop onto this slope. Try and drop backwards so you can grab the edge. There we go, and that has minimized the rest of the damage and has saved us some time. So the gate is here that I just opened. And we can pull this lever. Okay, there we go. So now we've removed those spikes, we can go ahead and make our way back, if I can get out of this room. Oh, and there are more dogs spawned, more hellhounds, but let's just bravely run away. Okay, here we go. So the lever only affected this tile section. This one is as it was. Do not stand on that spike tile. Oh, don't climb up, don't do that. Shimmy left. Okay, and to get to the lever, we do have a gap we can grab. So just jump to here and then shimmy to the lever. Alrighty, we can see what that has affected. So they don't keep going down or, you know, have a timer or whatever. So we can make our way around to them. So we've got this section we can climb up to. So once we get to here, we can't climb any further, but just hop back, jump to here. And this has helped us. We can climb to these we've just raised, or hop over to them rather. Okay, guiding us to here. And there's our main lever. Now this jump is a little bit funny, she doesn't always grab. So I'd like to save to be on the safe side, save me redoing a load of stuff if she doesn't grab. Okay, and one way to more so guarantee, it's not for every time, but she's more likely to grab if you just drop from the ledge and climb back up. And then do a roll, and then do a running jump. I don't know why she sometimes doesn't grab. That's how it is. So we've got more bat spirits. Nice, pull the lever. And one flame pot is lit. 2 more to go. So back to this crack in the ledge, and then we can just shimmy back to that main room. Okay, so the flame is right below us, so careful as you jump out of this gap. Just jump to one side. There we go. Next challenge. So this one's a lot more straightforward than the previous one. We do have this opening just here. We need to open a gate that's through there though. So yeah, the jumps are more straightforward. There's the odd one that's not so obvious. So clearly straight here, straight around. And I'm going to shimmy along to the end tile. So as I was just around the previous corner, you could see there is a ladder that is behind me. So at the end tile, just let go and jump to the ladder. Yeah, let go and grab, and then use the crouch button to get into the gap. That's a funny one. So jump to that gap in the ledge ahead. But it's not so easy to see what's here. This is a leap of faith. So we've got the slope below. Drop to the slope and closer to the end. Let go and grab. With a turn in the air, of course. Okay, so now up to here, but next you see from here there's a jump switch. We are going to raise a column in the lava so that we can safely pull this jump switch and not fall into the lava. Okay, hop this pit, you'll die if you fall in. Okay, that's what that's done, that's raised that column. Okay, you can see that there now. And to get there, we're actually hopping over to the rocky section. Gotta be careful, because the rocky part does merge with the lava. So we've got a med pack, we've got some more bat spirits. Okay, up the ladder. And you don't want to go to the room above me because you can see the spike traps on that ledge, but you can also see a lever. That is the main lever we're going to pull to set that pot aflame in the previous room. So to get to the jump switch, we can grab this gap ahead and then just shimmy on around to the jump switch. Okay, that has opened the gate through that crawl space that I showed when I entered this room. So I can head back to there now. To get there, you can easily grab this and shimmy around, and then that's our starting point. We can easily grab this. Nice, and here is where we entered the room. Okay, straight up. Oops, oopsie daisy. Nope, as I said, straight up the ladder. And actually, let me save at the bottom. Sometimes I turn into fumble fingers if I save on a ladder or on a rope or something. Okay, so this is tricky. Let go and grab, and then just make your way as far to the edge as you can. We are surrounded by spike traps. This is so tricky that I had to look up to see if I was doing the right thing. So when you're ready, pull up, flip back, and then veer to the right to just avoid this trap. Another bat spirit, and here is the gate that I opened. Awesome stuff, and now we're in the room with the lever. Right, so now just one more pot to go. So now we've got to get out of here. This can be tricky. Okay, so be quite close to the spikes, and I prefer to just veer. Makes me feel better. Makes me feel as though I'm not going to overshoot. I guess if you do, you'll not die if you land on the rocks below. So now we can just head back to that main room and head to the third lever. Okay, again, be careful of the flame straight below. Okay, third challenge. Oh, this one's tricky. Okay, head over the spikes. Got a bat. Oh. Okay. And then pull this lever. Oh, there we go. Oh man, that was tough. Oh, that was tough. Okay. It's fine. I saved myself. Okay, that's why you don't get sarcastic. Okay, so I specifically did these in this order simply because I felt the first room was the most challenging, so I thought I'd get that out of the way and leave the easiest until last. So now we've done all of that, let's head back. Okay, so you don't need a torch just yet, but I'm going to take one with me to save coming back here. Save just a little bit of backtracking. And I will leave it just there. So what lighting all them pots did was open up the gates into this area. If you'd already explored this area, you can see that you can climb. There are ladders in this room. There wouldn't have been any flames, but there is nothing to do in this room, so just ignore it. Going to equip my revolver as well. Okay, here is Bridget. What happened to Bridget? Okay, we have 3 harpies. They are poisonous, do be careful. And firstly, I'm going to collect all the items that are in the room. There's actually quite a few. I feel that you don't need all of this right now because we're actually close to the end of the game. But let's grab it all anyway. So, medpacks, Uzi Clips, shotgun shells. And this is something to take note of. Remember, we need a torch. What we're going to do with the torch. There is one thing we've seen that we could light with a torch, but actually we're not going to light that. I'm referring to the smoking pot that's in the room with the torches. That's completely irrelevant. We do not need to be worrying about that at all. Okay, that's all the items. And when we're ready, we have 3 levers to pull in this room. We're currently trapped in this room, so we gotta see what needs to be done. Hop to here. We'll spawn another harpy. Oh no, not this side. That's the other side that spawns the harpy. We just got a bat. Revolver was probably overkill, but never mind. It's done now. I do have plenty of bullets anyway, so it's fine. So yeah, second lever in exactly the same place on the opposite side. So this side spawns the harpy. And another bat. Oh, 2 bats. Spoiling us. Oh. Don't make me waste my revolver bullets. I'm doing a good job of that already. Okay, there is a third lever, as I've mentioned. That's not so obvious because you pull these 2 and you assume that's it, but it is not. So we can see this ladder, we can actually just drop straight on down, and our third lever is just here. So this cage that's by this block in the center is kind of annoying because it kind of pushes you to one side. So do your best just here. Okay, and that has shown us what it's done. We now have a flame we can use to light our torch on. Nice. So it's also opened the gate so that we can leave. So that's why I put my torch right there, just to save me going back to that previous room. Oh, I ran straight over it. Okay, careful not to get too close. Okay, back into here. And it is just that one brazier that I pointed out that I need to light. Okay, don't need that anymore. How did that end up behind me? Okay, we've opened this gate and let's head on through. Awesome stuff. We have found the Ancient Artifact, assuming this is the Holy Grail. I don't know exactly, but I assume that's what this is. So that is it from me for the Lost Artifact number 1. So I hope you will join me in my next walkthrough, and I will see you there. Take it easy.